New videos every day.
So let's just talk about some of the health implications for eating a majority of processed foods. Number one is weight gain. Okay, a simple comparison would be if you go into a national grocery store chain, chances are you're going to see the majority of people that are overweight. Now, I shop at a health food store, and I actually went with a client, and the first thing they said when I went shopping with them is, "Gosh, everybody I see is thin." And that's just a simple comparison. The people that shop at health food stores, maybe they're just taking better care of their health and watching what they're eating, and that's contributing to maintaining a healthy weight. Number two, diabetes. Processed foods are classically higher in sugar than any unprocessed food, any real food. So we're consuming tons and tons and pounds of sugar every year, and that causes tissue inflammation and tissue damage, which is going to tax our pancreas, which is responsible for insulin release, which obviously is related to diabetes. Okay, another result would be heart disease. Processed foods are packed full of trans fats. Now, there has been some recent legislation saying that trans fats are no longer allowed. I know New York passed a law regarding that issue. But, characteristically, processed foods are going to have trans fats. And the problem with trans fats is they lower your good cholesterol, which is your HDL, and they raise your LDL, which is your bad cholesterol. So while we're talking about grocery shopping, I have a story that you might kind of see yourself in. I had a client who was just, desperate to lose weight, and I was counseling her and telling her the things to eat, gave her a grocery shopping list, menu plan, met with her several times. And over a couple of months, she wasn't really showing any results. And I was really frustrated because I felt like she had the resources to improve her diet and to lose weight and to be healthier. And she kept saying, "No, I'm doing all the right things." And, I looked at her pantry looked good. And then one day I actually tracked her down through her husband, and he said that she was at the grocery store. So I went and found her at the grocery store, and I looked in her basket, and I was like, no wonder you're not losing weight. I mean, it was just everything with sugar that was in the grocery store was in her basket. So, I mean, there's truly a correlation between what you buy at the grocery store, what you eat at restaurants, and what your weight is. Now, you may be thinking, are processed foods really that bad for my health? Okay, number one, processed foods are likely much higher in calories than unprocessed foods. If you go to Chipotle or McDonald's or Dairy Queen or any of the fast food restaurants and get, the standard typical meal at whatever fast food restaurant you're at, chances are it's going to be between 800 and around 1,500 calories for one meal. How much produce would you have to eat to equal 1,000 calories? We're not just talking, a couple of spears of broccoli or zucchini. We're talking about plates and plates. I mean, many mountains of produce in order for you to equal that same calorie amount. Not only would you be eating pounds of fruits and vegetables to equal the calories, you would be getting a ton more nutrients in the fruits and vegetables. Those meals that you're getting, and not just at fast food restaurants, actually, fine dining restaurants, regular restaurants as well, they also process their food, and it's also packed full of artificial ingredients and chemicals and preservatives. Those foods are going to be so much higher in calories and lower in nutrients than in any whole food that you could purchase. Now, some examples of whole foods are going to be your produce, your fruits and vegetables that are in the produce section. They're not going to be the canned or the frozen or the, packaged foods. Also, it's going to be raw, unpasteurized, dairy products. It's going to be full-fat cheeses and milks and yogurts. It's going to be your nuts and seeds. So these are the types of things that are natural. They are, minimally tampered with. and they're healthy for our bodies. Now, if you're on a quest to lose weight, to be a healthier weight, if you just ate more whole foods, you would be on the right track. If you are eating a majority of processed foods, you're getting all these chemicals that actually are tricking your body into thinking that you're not eating enough. So you keep craving foods, and so you eat more, you get more calories, and you gain weight. Okay, if you're eating whole foods, you're getting a ton of nutrients, antioxidants, fiber, minerals. You're getting, there's even, I believe there's ingredients and there's, substances in whole foods that we haven't even really discovered yet, and they're beneficial to us. You're getting enzymes, you're getting all these things that your body needs to function properly. And so you're going to be less hungry because your body has everything it needs. On the other hand, if you're eating a ton of processed foods, you're constantly going to be hungry, you're going to be craving foods because your cells aren't getting what they need to function. Now, whole foods aren't necessarily organic foods, but they do share some similarities, namely that they're not just pumped full of artificial ingredients and chemicals. And there was a really neat study out by New Scientist Environment that it was about a 10-year study on the difference between organic and non-organic tomatoes. And the results were really awesome. It showed that the organic tomatoes had a 78 to 97% higher antioxidant content. So antioxidants are important to combat stress and cellular damage. So that was a pretty cool study. My next video is going to be losing and maintaining weight the healthy way. And I want to say thank you to all of our subscribers, everybody who leaves comments. I just really appreciate the fact that you are taking a vested interest in your own health. Keep viewing, keep watching, and take care of yourself.